Okay, so everyone ready?
Duh.
I'm pressing the X button now.
And again.
I'm pressing it
now.
And
I'm
again.
loading it
now.
It's being loaded.
Yeah.
Now.
Tomorrow.
Yesterday.
Ain't that the truth?
Wait, I'm hoping that we're getting into the car with our awesome materializing poncho.
One
like
would
before.
hope.
You were doing your stupid nose holding thing, and all of a sudden it was poof, the poncho appeared because it started raining.
Oh yeah, I hope I remember how to do that.
Wasn't it R2, L2?
It's the problem with only playing a game once a week. Like, what are
that you haven't played before.
Yeah, I have to relearn all the buttons. Okay.
The Greenville General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk.
Does this sound echoey to you?
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver.
I think it's just the shitty audio of the game.
Yeah.
You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George.
I don't remember it being
I need to learn
like
my way
this.
around town.
Oh, man.
And it's only the voices. The
Very well.
music's fine.
Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
I don't
Fair
trust
enough.
you. Really, I don't trust you.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
Dun, dun, dun.
Was he waving? I thought he was like
Get
acknowledging.
moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
Why are we working on military time?
Wait, dick around until your poncho appears.
It doesn't look like it's gonna rain.
No, it didn't look like it the other day either. Yep.
There it is.
It's it.
Magical poncho.
Your magical clipping poncho. It's an FBI poncho too. I guess you have to like get in the car. Stop it.
Alright.
In the car.
I'm working
I hope
on
you start talking to Zach with other people in the car.
Just drive away.
They get into
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack.
What the fuck is York doing with his mouth? He's
I
like,
don't know.
Well then, Agent York, let's
I'm with
get
the hot
going.
woman. Let's
Sure, sounds
give me
good.
some slack. Whoa, I forget. Hey, that's cool. I would get out into the third person, please.
I don't know, I kinda like the rain
No,
effect.
it's fun. Windshield wipers.
I want to hear what the cop guy starts talking about.
How
See,
bad
what's
you
the
drive.
speed limit? I'm assuming it's 50.
Floor
Pretty sure
until
the
he
car won't
complains.
let you go past the speed limit.
I was about to say just floor it until he complains. Oops.
How do I get to the hospital? Should I get on the
I
main
think
road?
you get on the main road, yeah.
Excuse me.
Wow, wait, nice of your seat to
Agent
block your
Morgan.
entire view.
I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely? Flying all over the country alone?
I must say, I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately,
Button.
relationships and I
Excuse me, don't mind me learning to drive.
I don't get on very well with women. You might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation?
Wow, that was
I see you're a seasoned professional.
very
Let's
cuttingly
not talk about my scar.
accurate.
It was caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
It'll fade
So
away,
slow.
and nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
So,
I would
Emma,
turn forward. Yeah.
Tell me,
It's a
is there
straight
really a
road.
need for a
Got your
full-time
headlight.
I'm
Your
sure
head
it
or
is
your
small
turn
to your
signal.
city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems.
My turn signal.
Turn on for like a mile.
Fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide
Look over and
people
see
along
about the
correct path,
distance.
First and foremost, that's what I can see.
Jesus. Uh-oh.
Can't even investigate, right? Yeah.
Oh, I think you were leaving. Wait, what?
Turn around.
No, it turned you around. I think you were leaving town.
Oh.
So you must have had to have turned on one of those roads.
Yeah.
Alright,
Can
then
you get
I'll
like a
load it.
zoomed out version of the map?
That's the best I can do.
Just take the first right then. See what happens.
That's what I was thinking you should have done. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll go straight.
Well,
Right, Zach?
No, okay, not that right.
Yeah.
There was a better right somewhere.
Yeah, there we
yeah,
go.
right.
One
There you go.
after.
The second right. Doc.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
This right.
He's right, Agent York. You still don't know your way around. Concentrate on driving us to the hospital.
Okay. Is that the, Oh, but there's a card. Should I get the card?
No, not yet.
Yeah,
And you can
don't
dick
worry about it.
around, then you go get the card.
I'm gonna make it this time. I think. Why is driving in video games so hard?
Why is... Because you're in fucking first person.
But I'm in first person in real life. It's not
Yes,
that
but
hard.
that's easier than trying to drive through someone else's first person.
Can I turn the radio on? I'm sure that's what'll be on.
What? Oh, okay, there's a... There you go.
I was
Right
gonna say,
there.
well, why is the hospital along a dirt road?
I guess it's just...
Doesn't-
Turn your turn signal off,
I
please.
did. Well, it doesn't turn it off automatically like a real car would. I made it. Let me go into the big glowy thing. That doesn't
I
look
think they call those parking spaces.
doesn't look scary at all. Greenville General Hospital.
I love the way
It's a
you
pretty big
understand.
hospital. I guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning.
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
Oh, I'm
My
sure
mother
they
always
had
talked about how
all sorts of
energetic this
people
town used to
about
be. Almost like a gold
people
rush,
coming out with
she
like,
used to
oh, I
say.
chopped my hand off by
Impressive.
accident.
Yeah, because a hospital
But
would help
the
with
hotter the
that.
fever, the faster it
Horrible
goes.
chainsaw
And
accidents.
So now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
What you trying to say?
Yes, I'm sorry to say that it is.
Indeed. And that's why this case is our problem.
Wow.
There really isn't any need for you to get too involved.
How about a full poncho, York?
He's got a hood.
How about a full poncho with sleeves? This woman can just stand out here in the rain, though. I'm cool with that.
He's just got his hat. George, I mean.
Joe.
This first aid kit is quite small. It will only recover a small amount of health. Don't you think so, Zach?
Here it comes.
Oh wait,
Hello,
that's...
Sheriff.
Ah!
Oh,
Freckly Fiona.
she's named Freckly.
That's a
I
little
think that's
weird.
more of a
Hi there,
descriptor.
Fiona.
You know, she really doesn't
We're
have
here
any
to see
freckles.
Poncho. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer
I
room.
think that's more of a nickname or a descriptor.
Computer room.
Okay.
Her name's
In a
Fiona.
hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Aw.
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
Really?
Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the
Rather
countryside.
especially in the countryside.
Yeah.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
Liar's house.
The hell?
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place.
Oh, like Greenvale?
However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl. And that
Greenvale?
incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking alive.
What the hell?
Yes.
You know what I love
situation right
in
now
games?
in Greenville.
When they try
Exaggerated
to like
breathing.
mimic
Don't say that.
breathing
Sorry, I
in the
shouldn't have said
animation, and
that.
they're like,
With Anna dead and all.
Don't
Anna.
worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different
A
from that of
real
novel.
world.
Right, Zach?
So there's no
One
need
of
to
several,
apologize.
apparently.
Thank you, Agent York.
I love all the hand gestures in this game. Talk?
I will speak to you once again. Oh.
Well,
That means
F
I
you.
have to find the computer room. Well, I assumed you two would know where the computer room is since you're all big. Oh, hey, look, random person.
I'd figure.
Maybe she's the killer. God damn it.
No
York.
relation to the case,
And yet,
period.
it looks
I'd
like-
figure.
Mind open, York. Mind open.
It
She could
looks
be your
like
killer.
she's reading... I can't. Twisting
Twisting children?
children, yeah. I think you're
She's
right.
reading about torturing children. You don't think she's a killer?
It's waterboarding! Or stretching on the rack.
Each section is named after a chess piece. This place was designed by Umbrella! George Trevor! I hear your...
Wait, I saw computer.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the big red glowing thing.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what
that's true. We do have a...
I'm just
Hey, a spot.
looking around. So yeah, I sense George Trevor's fingerprints on this design.
Oh, man. This isn't Capcom, though.
Alright, I'll
Time to find the computer room. Or go to the computer room. Yeah! Look around, look around. What are you doing?
I hate what it lets you like observe the doors. Why are all these doors do
Check
not
every
enter?
door.
It's like, what kind of a hospital is this?
What kind of hospital? Yeah, what kind of hospital is this? I was trying to say that differently.
And
What kind of hospital is this? Yeah, what kind of hospital is this? Why? No. Isn't that the same woman?
Yes, yes it is. Should I just poke in here and see what's there? Nope.
It's rocked.
You shouldn't.
The process.
What, is there surgery going on?
I guess.
We'll never know.
I'll observe. A single outdated desktop.
It's
Quite.
like the MCP from Tron.
He didn't even turn the handle.
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
Chess, maybe?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Oh
Zach, let's take him
no!
up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Sure we can, Zach.
I can do it! I can break his code!
King passes rook and meets bishop.
The king, not the knight. You selected the knight.
Sorry.
The
The
king
king
Passes
is
the
the rook and meets the bishop.
The rook is this castle.
Yeah, but he passes
The
rook.
rook and meets the bishop.
So should I hit the... You're saying...
Sure, try it the first time.
Meets the bishop.
Bishop.
The knight takes a pawn.
Knight takes pawn to the queen.
Checkmate.
Cribnipuk.
User wins.
Ugh!
Creepy.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Morgue. Okay.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George.
Usha?
The message
Doctor.
appeared with the card key.
I know.
It's
But
telling us where
Usha.
to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
I told
Dr.
you.
Usha
Call me
is
York.
below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple.
Why must he hold everything so high?
Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Find out how he's related to George Trevor. Card key for underground floor.
Why does it have a heart on it?
Like the basement.
Probably.
Sorry, I didn't mean
You
to
might not
actually
not
hit that.
talk to these two. They're not useful right now.
I know, but unlike certain you two people. I'm a completionist. I can't stand to miss anything. I can't let bars drain.
Remember, you have to look at everything. That was the tip.
Yep.
See about other wings
What,
of the
for this
hospital.
game in general?
Hmm?
For this game in general, you mean?
Yeah. What the hell?
Did you ask me to check the map?
No. Check all parts of the hospital before moving up. Just faff about for a bit, as Yahtzee would say. Just go down hallways and junk. You don't have to go right to the marker.
What's down here? What's over here? I'm back. I can't enter the men's room. But I have to go to the bathroom. I think I'm just back in the other,
Same place.
Is it?
Oh no.
So why can't you go in?
Yeah, see there. They're right
Look
there.
at the map. Humor me. I guess you have to go to the other side.
Oh, there's a key down here, but
So-
oh, that's
That was
the
the
locked
locked
door.
door.
That's what the key means. The key has nothing to do with those other things. There's Fiona. So I can go up here and look at that. There's
You have to go through one of those two doors to the other. At
but
the end of the reception counter.
looks like besides going in here, there's not much else to do.
I guess just to see if Fiona has anything else to say.
No, she doesn't. Just go.
I love how I'm just running through here, busting down doors like I'm
She's
someone
probably gonna be
important.
like, oh, the basement's that way.
Oh, he didn't say call me. He didn't say call me, York. Fuck, out of my way!
Why is it so dark in here?
It doesn't seem that dark to me.
Really?
It does seem dark, but not, like, unseeable.
Yeah, but why would you keep a hospital this dark?
Ugh. Hey, oh yeah,
I
so,
can change clothes. Or,
And
or
weapons.
get my gun.
or sleep.
Oh. Alright.
Whoa. Hey, a door.
I was trying to see if I could observe the TV, but I guess not.
We have little,
Our favorite cartoon is not running.
probably Tom and Jerry. Oh, no. I can't leave now.
But I must. So where's all this funny stuff we're supposed to find when
Probably
we
not in the hospital,
when we do,
unfortunately.
when we don't follow the main path? It's right below me. If only I could
Get anywhere.
just move down.
Hey, you missed a medal.
Oh, jeez. That was a shaming. Oh, camera. I'm so sorry. Can't go in there. Ooh, can I go in there?
Shave.
I can shave, but I can't go to the bathroom.
Oh, I was like, what the hell is that noise?
I get paid extra money for shaving, but not for, not for el baño.
Turn on off.
I did it!
That's a puzzle.
I'm awesome at this game. Jeez. Hey, is Ducky down here?
I believe the word is cavernous. Hey. Pull out it.
I wouldn't open this unless I really...
Why is it an option?
I wonder if later... Oh, I tried to bust through. Oh, I have to find another way around.
Apparently.
Okay, I can do that.
I'll play your game. Hey, there's stuff. Vending machine. What? Let's look at the vending machine. What do they got?
The same stuff that, lollipops, whatever.
Lollipops or crackers.
Such ridiculous prices.
But instead, I will bust down the door!
Oh my god!
FBI, freeze!
Fuck on the ground!
Wow, you're very nonplussed.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Wow.
Usher Johnson, doctor. With a gold chain.
This is Agent Morgan.
If you
from
really
the
want
FBI.
more.
He's the one who figured out your witty
nice
puzzles.
to meet you. I'm Usher Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm.
He always
I
holds
just
his
wanted to
hand
see
up
if
so
our
high.
FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Body, guys.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
York is like, huh?
What do you want to bet the cause of death is the really
Next
big
time,
hole
try
in her
challenging
abdomen?
us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
No nudity. Matt'll have to blur things.
Is there a
From
I don't
nudity?
know.
rigor
I don't
mortis,
know.
The stiffening of the muscles.
Say they didn't
the
show it
time
in the
death is
beginning, so I'm going to
estimated
assume
be
they weren't going
between
to show
20
it
and
here.
2200
That's
hours.
true.
That's still quite early for such a crime to take place.
Crime has no time.
Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand.
Let's all look at our hands.
Yeah, like
Her
that.
skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed.
Post-mortem, eh? Why do I feel like this
Now,
is the first
I first
time
thought
you're doing
death
this?
by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion.
Okay.
The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
So she bled out. Exsanguination, I believe.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten.
Except for the fractured
She
skull.
was apparently
That
killed
happened
without
post-mortem.
resistance.
No defensive.
Pay
The
attention,
most
Agent
tragic
York.
thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
Wait, is that because they cut out her tongue, or are you just being waxing philosophical?
Philosophical.
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
Oh.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her.
That's what killers do.
Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women.
Oh, now you're
He
playing
probably
He's a
psychology.
doesn't
profiler,
converse
too.
with them normally. cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist.
Either that or a crazy person.
Well,
He must get
Yeah,
off on
dude.
watching women suffer.
those other things.
Especially
Well, a
when
truly
they can't
hardcore
answer back.
sadist is a crazy person.
Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body. As she gradually grew
Pumped,
cold.
I think, is the wrong term,
Case
but I'll
in
let it
Seattle
go.
in 1985 was
Yeah.
much
That's
like
what your heart
Usher,
does.
please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job.
Finally. I'm glad somebody
You're wrong,
said something.
also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But
I know this because I was there.
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
If I
Well,
knew that, I wouldn't have to
I'm sure I
examine her.
mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Aw, man, they're gonna make you do it.
She looks a lot like that
what am I
doctor.
observing?
Anna really does look a lot like that doctor. Oh.
Traces of evaporated liquid around the eyes.
Looks like makeup.
Yes.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Way to go. Sherlock Holmes, people.
About 6 hours after death, with a relief shaped like a peace mark. Okay, I can actually see that. How about her other hand? Alright, what else am I?
I mean, look at her. Look at.
Still no smile. We shouldn't care.
Stare at her.
We shouldn't stare at her for too long. What?
Shouldn't stare at her for too long.
I'm looking at you. You're my next victim. I sure hope this doesn't turn out something stupid like, oh, you did it all along. I can't observe her feet.
Look up at her face again, because after you observe things, it goes away. But unless there's something specific.
The edge of the stump.
What about the edge of the stump?
There's a can of pickles in there?
He cut it out with a can of pickles!
Look at that.
From her lack of resistance,
Still
I'd
no
say that
pickles.
Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
Very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women.
You're the killer.
He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator. Bit
Yeah, a
of
bit off
honest
her
tongue.
tongue. Should have known that's where it was going.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Just goes to show you, you should probably not stick your tongue places you don't know about.
Which, I'm sorry, but if... Okay, well, he did say she was drugged, so I guess that would explain it.
Okay.
Because I was going to say, because your French kiss is coming, they start biting your tongue off. You'd think you'd, like, push away.
Zach. Shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many of those things do you have?
6, apparently.
There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. Your samples.
Just going to leave all that
Sign the
evidence.
release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here.
Wait, was that the thing he used to get...
Bishop takes
That was a
queen.
cigarette.
His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
He's in love.
Oh, he finished his game of
My
chess.
first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
Wow. You know what? I was like really... York seemed really retarded, but
He's
actually really, really good at what he does.
He's just also crazy.
Yeah.